Hello and welcome to What's Up with Dota 2. So it's official, it's finally here, patch 6.86, the Balance of Power update. So they finally released Warden, and he was playable under a custom map game, but now you can officially play him. This is what he looks like. So let's take a look at his skills. Warden, the Fractured Guardian, some information there if you want to read about a little bit of lore and all that. But first we have Flux, which infuses a lone enemy unit with swirling volatile energy, slowing its movement speed and dealing damage over time. The effect is muted if another player unit is near the target. So it kind of sounds like Venomous Gale for Venomancer, except for it's removed when an enemy unit is near the target. Who knows, it might be pretty good if you catch someone off target. But if it gets removed when there's an enemy unit, or I should say muted, it might not be really well in the laning phase, but we'll see. He also has Magnetic Field, which generates a circular distortion field of magnetic energy that grants evasion and attack speed bonus to allied heroes and buildings within. So it might be a really great team fight spell right here. It'll give you free evasion and attack speed bonus. And it also affects buildings, so if you're planning to defend a tower, it is really good. His next skill is Spark Wraith. So it summons a Spark Wraith that slowly materializes and haunts a target area until the enemy comes within its range. Once a target has been found, the Wraith fuses with them, dealing magical damage. So it's basically like a little trap. I wonder if it gives vision like when it's moving around. So it might be like a free ward or something like that. But I'll have to see in game how it looks like. But that could be really helpful, just like a free ward. Or I wonder if it hits Invis heroes, but yeah, this seems really helpful. The next skill is his ultimate, Tempest Double. Briefly refocusing its fracture element into a single form, the Warden is able to create a perfect electrical duplication of himself. The duplicate can use all of Warden's current items and spell. When the duplicate is created, all of the available items and normal abilities are off cooldown. Okay. So he basically makes an illusion that you could control. That seems really good. It'll require some microing, of course, but this seems like a really good teamfight hero for the most part. For sure, a support. Wow, I'll have to see more about him and how he's played competitively, but he seems pretty decent. But let's go on furthermore to the update. So they released an Arcana here for Zues. The Tempest Helm of the Thunder God, Arcana item for Zues, forged by the hammer of yada yada yada. Buy some items, guys. That actually looks pretty sick. He's floating on a cloud. Okay. So when equipped, this item grants the following custom upgrades to Zues: new base model texture and all new animations, new effects and sounds for Thunder God's Wrath, special kill effect for enemies slain with Thunder God Wrath, special blink effect and sound when using a blink dagger, custom portrait, hero icon, minimap icon, and ability icon, altered voice, a Tempest Cloud chariot to carry his majesty, and animated chat emoticons. Of course, if you purchase by December 31st, 2015, you will receive an exalted quality for this item. So let's move on some more, and of course, a new comic book if you want to read it for bristleback. But if you're interested in that, you could go to dota2.com/balance of power. But let's keep on scrolling down. They also added the desert terrain, and it's granted to all owners of the International 2015 Compendium. And you also get a music pack for the new terrain, and here are some images of it. Wow, it looks like they added ultra shadow quality. Players can now select ultra shadow quality in video game setting menu, rendering at twice the previous supported resolution. The ultra settings offer more vibrant hero and terrain shadow regardless map, terrain type, or weather effect. Looks pretty good. I mean, if your computer can handle it, go for it. More graphics, yay. New custom game mode. Let's scroll down some more. Some more treasure if you're interested in that. New in the client. Hero stats. Be it for studio improvement or post-stomp bragging rights, a detail recorded of your exploits can come in handy. Check out the new stats of each hero's respective gallery page or see a comprehensive list in your profile. So I know they removed that in the old client update before they brought Reborn 2, but it seems they added it with new extra features. Because in Dota 2, the first client, it had like a little toolbar of how your performance was compared to other people, but now it seems they've improved on the idea. So this seems really well. So this is just for your items if you want to improve your armory or like organize it. Basically, if you're interested in that, one-stop shopping. I guess Not all of the best shops are secret. Now accessible in the top menu of the Dota 2 client. Visit the new store tab to stock up on hero sets, global items, and latest featured treasures. So now the store is back up on the top tab. So there you go. If you're interested in that. Private chat channels. Create the chat channel with restricted memberships. Invite your friends, invite your enemies, invite anyone you like or don't. You can create a channel that's just for you. I can mostly see this for like YouTubers or pro players. Like if you want people to talk about you or something, go for it, I guess. But there you go. Now moving on to the patch itself. Map changes. By nature's will and battle scars, the land around the river has changed. Explore new paths of opportunity and escape on both the radiant and dire sides. Mystery of these paths may determine whether you return to the fountain is by means of teleportation or from beyond the vial of the dead. Or veil, sorry. New Arcane Rune, From battle's beginnings to ancient ends, heroes clash to briefly control the mystical energies that spawn near the riverbeds. Now a new power flows into Rune's form, a prize to spellcasters and fighters alike. The Arcane Rune infuses its user's ability with arcane energy, reducing all spells, cooldowns, and mana cost. Wow, this is really helpful for mid if you are a spellcaster such as Zues or Lena or anyone like that. But this seems really good for spellcasters, because they have double damage for right clickers. So now the Arcane Rune for magic casters seems really good. They also added new items: the faerie fire, dragon lance, aether lens, iron talon, captain's mode additions, new neutral camp locations. The creatures of the forest have expanded their territory. 2 neutral creep camps have been added to the map, one near the Radiant Secret Shop, one near the Dyers. With the added golden experience in the balance, the battle for resources takes new shapes. Wow, this patch is really big. They've added new paths, new camps, and everything like that. Hero updates. As the tide of the battle changes, a wise hero changes with it. Death Prophet, Faceless Void, Riki, Lone Druid, and Doom have new abilities. Check the patch notes below for a list of changes. We'll look at them. Yeah, we'll take a look at them, but let's keep going down. This is a gameplay update 6.86. So there's going to be a lot to cover. I might just skip some, but we'll see what happens. So let's check out the added Arcane Rune. Oh no, we already went over it. But it lasts for 50 seconds. It reduces by 30%. Mana cost to be reduced by 50%. The creep bounty increased by 1 gold per normal upgrade cycle. So every 7 minutes and 30 seconds, creeps will give you 1 extra gold. So these seems just for the heroes and creeps and all that. Roshan now has 100 attack speed. He still attacks the same rate, but is affected less by negative attack speed. Okay. The terrain, we went over it. Let's see what they put differently. Created a new juke spot behind the Dire Secret Shop. Created a walkable pathway to the Radiant Rune Ward. Moved the Radiant Hard Camp closer to the Dire offlane. Wow, okay. Dire is now able to enter the jungle through the middle Radiant ramp and walk to the side without being in range or to dispel their smoke. Oh my. They added a lot. I really have to go in game and check this out, but I can't do that in this brief video, I guess. Grievous Greed got changed. Movement speed reduced by Bane. That kind of sucks. Basic Bat Rider, Some buffs, nerfs everywhere. Let's see what we could find that's actually something worthwhile, Or let's go to the new changes for Death Prophet, Doom, and Faceless Void and all those. Temporary removed from Captain's Mode. Okay, so this is a huge change. Replace Witchcraft with a new ability, Spirit Siphon? Something like that. Show details. Creates a spirit link between you and the target, draining 20 plus, depends on what you level up, max HP per second, and slowing movement speed by 6, 10, 14, 18%. The spirit link breaks at a 300 distance, lasts 4 seconds, cast range 500, has 1, 2, 3, 4 charges, 45-second replenish. Okay. Base movement speed got increased. Cryptic Swarm cooldown reduced from 8 to 865. Silence cooldown reduced. So now it's kind of like Razor, so you're going to have to be chasing people around. We'll see how this changes her, but it might be really good. That's why I got removed from Captain's Mode, but we'll have to wait and see how people use this. So Doom again, removed by in Captain's mode. Also, replace Level Death with a new ability, Infernal Blade. Let's look at the details. Passive slash autocast ability, attack ability, mini stunts for 0.3 second and applies a 4-second burn that deals 40 plus max HP as magic damage. Cooldown 16, 12, 8, 4. Mana cost 40. So instead of the burst damage with your E, now it does damage over time and a mini stun, which is always helpful. Let's see what also they changed. Base attack time increased from 1.7 to 2.0. Scorch Earth damage slash heal reduced from 12, 13, yada yada to 10, 20, 30, 40. So that's a big nerf. Scorch Earth movement speed from 16% to 14. Doom cooldown increased from 100 to 125. So this guy got heavily nerfed. I don't see why they removed him from Captain's mode, but let's keep on scrolling. Let's see what we find here. Okay, Faceless Void. Temporary removed from Captain's mode yet again. Replace Backtrack with a new ability, Time Dilation. Let's see, it applies a buff to all nearby enemies, 650 AoE for 6, 8, 9 seconds. Causes time to be frozen on all enemy abilities, causing their cooldown to make no progress while they have this debuff. Slows movement and attack speed by 6, 8 for each locked ability. Cooldown is from 34, 28, 22, 16. Wow, that seems really, really good. This could be really good against... I mean, it seems like something to counterbalance the new Arcane Rune, but wow, this seems really good. I mean, Faceless Void will be easier to kill, but, you know, if you cast that in a team fight, that in itself is really good. I mean, you're not gonna try and go in, most likely, but, like, you start your ulti and then you use this, like, dang, that's really good. They also, Time Walk no longer slows enemies. Time Walk now undoes any damage taking in the last 2 seconds, so it's like a mini Weaver ulti. Time Walk cooldown rescaled from 19, 17, 15, 13 to 6 seconds at level 4. Wow, that's all I could say. That could be really big, man. Like, if you're getting bursted down, damn, that seems so good. Okay, Time Walk cast point reduced from 0.30. This is a huge buff. To me, it seems like a huge buff. This is a good decision to remove from Captain's mode, but wow, that's all I can say, wow. Oracle's now in Captain's mode. False Promet no longer continuously dispels after the initial cast. So, if you're an Oracle fan, I guess he's in Captain's mode now. Outward Devour. Astral Imprisonment now deals damage to enemies in an area around the target. When it ends, the target itself will also take damage. If it's an enemy, deals 75, 150, 225, 300 magic damage. Affects a 400 area. No longer steals intelligence, can now be targeted on creeps. So it's no longer for harassing or like winning mid lane, it's now for a fighting spell. So that seems pretty good. Let's keep going down, let's see what we find. They changed Riki, right? I think, oh, there you go. Rework permanent invisibility to include backstab. So now backstab and invisibility are both the same skill. Blink Strike back to basic ability without charges. Okay, damn, that's like his best spell. I guess it's ulti now. It's normal. So let's look at the new ultimate for Riki, Tricks of the Trade. Riki phases out to a world for up to 3, 4, 5 seconds, attacking every enemy from behind in a 450 area around him. He attacks once when phasing out, and then once per second while being phased out. So it's kind of like Ember Spirit's Sleight of Fist. You can cancel it at any time. That'll be interesting. We'll see. The items will stack with it, I'm guessing. So it's like Ember Spirit's Sleight of Fist. He's gonna be very hard to kill, or very elusive now, with Blink Strike off cooldown all the time. Let's keep going down, let's see what we find. Alright, Winter Wyvern, let's see. Temporarily removed from Captain's mode. Winter's Curse primary and secondary units are now immune to all damage from their enemies. Winter's Curse secondary unit now have 50 attack speed. So basically you're immune to everything. Okay. This is really weird, but Yeah. Let's go over the items. So the new consumable, it costs 75 gold and provides plus 2 damage consumed to restore HP. So it's like a tango, but with plus 2 damage, and it heals you a bit less, but I think it's a very good starting item. Dragon Lance, new item made from Ogre Club and Quarterstaff. Attack range is added to range heroes. I wonder if this will be a very viable item. Yeah, 130 attack range is pretty decent, and it provides an Ogre Club, so it's like some survivability. We'll see how this is used. The Aether Lens, let's see what it requires. Ring of Health, Cloak, total. It just provides 8% spell damage. So now they're starting to add items that increase your damage from spells. That's very interesting. I wonder how the game will change. Here's the Iron Talon, Quelling Blade, Ring of Protection, Recipe, total 500. Provides plus 2 armor, bonuses of Quelling Blade, and lets you target non-player enemy units to remove 40% of their current health. So it lets you target non-player units to remove 40% of their current health. So it seems like it's just to push the waves quicker, most likely. Seems really weird. More of an early game item over here. Abyssal Blade changes, Arcane Boots. Boots got reduced in their movement speed and their cost, so supports can now buy them more. Mana regeneration, Crimson Guard. Dang. That's kind of it, right? Can now be used by targeting the ground, planting a happy little tree that lasts 20 seconds. Does it provide vision? No, I don't think so. I guess it might be. Oh no, wait. You can use this for like juking. Okay, I just thought about that. You could like hide yourself with this. We'll see how pro players use it, if it's still viable in early game, because I mean the new Tango thing, it gives you plus 2 damage, so we'll see if people actually still buy this, but it could be very helpful. Just you spawn a tree that it can help you juke really well. Changes to the bounty and the observer wards now affect the replenish time. Okay, it seems like they reduced the boot speed, all of the boot speeds by 5. Face boots active no longer cancels when casting. Huh. Yeah, this was kind of a problem if you were kind of a newbie. Let's say you activated face boots and then use a bottle. The bottle will cancel the face boots, so you would cancel it early. So what you needed to do was like bottle and then face boots. I guess this is more of a newbie thing, but making the game a bit easier, it seems. Let's keep going down. Let's see what we find here. Okay, now the Tango. Boosted Tangos now last for double duration instead of providing double the healing rate. Using Tango on Iron Branch tree provides double healing duration. Okay, that seems really weird. Let's keep going down. Let's see what we find. That seems about it, but if you want to take a look at it, you could go check out the new update. I mean, I'm not going over all of it, just general list of it or general feel of it. Some more updates for the game itself. If you want to read them, again, you can go check out the Steam page. But that's it for today. If you liked the video, give it a like, comment, subscribe. It seems like a really huge update and really crazy update. We'll see how this affects the game itself, the quote-unquote meta. But yeah, like I said, thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.